Hey friends, and welcome to this new video. Today we're talking about Poppy Playtime Chapter 5, the new chapter that we've all been waiting for. Just a few hours ago, Mob Entertainment posted a new video on their Instagram profile, and I couldn't wait to show it to you and analyze it together. The video is mainly an announcement about the new merchandise and some products that will be coming soon, but as always, in every little detail, there could be interesting hints about the new chapter. So in this video, we'll look closely at every scene, try to understand what it might mean and what new things we can expect. But that's not all. Recently, one of the members of Mob Entertainment wrote a message on Discord regarding the ARG, so after we analyze the video with the new merchandise, we'll dive into this official message as well. We'll see together what it says, what it might mean for the story, and how it could connect to the clues we already know. If you like videos about Poppy Playtime and want to stay updated on all the news, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything we'll be analyzing in the coming days. So get ready, because there will be a lot to see, discuss, and discover. In today's video, we'll first analyze the video with the merchandise, and right after, we'll dive into the official message about the ARG. So, without wasting any more time, let's get started. Before we watch the video with the new merchandise, let's take a moment to analyze the new official message that was posted. The message was written by Ben Rooker, one of the members of Mob Entertainment, and he is also the main developer working behind the ARG material. So just knowing it comes from him is important because it gives us direct information about what we can expect from the chapter. In the message, a user asked Ben if the ARG of Chapter 5 was his favorite so far, and Ben's answer was yes, this new ARG is his favorite. And this is a really interesting and significant detail because it shows that this chapter had a particular level of care and attention, probably more than the previous chapters. If we compare the ARG of Chapter 5 with the previous ones, we immediately notice that it is completely different. In past chapters, to discover hidden documents, we had to use interactive PCs, basically static tools within the game, where you typed codes, opened files, and solved small puzzles to get clues. It was a more technical approach, based on direct interaction with the factory's computer. This time, however, the ARG changes the approach completely. There is no more interactive PC, instead, we have a Discord account impersonating a Playtime employee. This account directly sends us documents or secret codes that allow us to find the hidden files. It's a completely different mechanism because instead of interacting with a static object in the game, we have a sort of direct contact with a factory employee, as if we were really part of the Playtime world. This detail makes the ARG much more narrative and immersive because it's no longer just about finding files on a PC, it becomes an experience where we feel we have a real connection to the story and the factory world. Basically, we feel part of the story, as if we had a real link with the characters or the company itself. And this increases the interest and engagement of the ARG compared to the past. In short, this change in approach is really remarkable and makes it clear that Mob Entertainment is trying to make Chapter 5 something unique, not only in terms of the game but also in terms of narrative experience and the ARG. Now let's analyze another message, this time coming from Jeffrey Kung, the level designer of Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. Jeffrey Kung wrote this message on LinkedIn, and this message is interesting because it gives us direct information about the game's development status. In particular, Jeffrey said that they are working on fixing the game's bugs and that they are also having fun finishing the development. This is a really important detail because it officially confirms that Chapter 5's development is truly in its final phase. For those who don't know, the phase in which all the bugs are fixed and imperfections of the game are polished is called polish. Polish is the final stage of development. At this point, the game is already complete in terms of content, levels, animations, and gameplay, and what remains to be done is exactly fine-tuning the details, fixing any technical problems, and making sure the experience is smooth for all players. This is very positive news because it means the Mob Entertainment team still has time, about 18 days, to fix every bug before the release. This is crucial, especially considering what happened with Chapter 4, which at launch had several bugs and technical issues that annoyed players. Having this time window helps prevent the same from happening with Chapter 5, ensuring a more complete and polished experience. So yes, we can officially say that the development of Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 is almost finished, and that the team is focusing on the final details to deliver a product as complete and bug-free as possible. For fans of the series, this is really reassuring. Finally, we are getting closer to the moment when we can play the new chapter without worrying about annoying bugs or glitches. In short, Jeffrey's message not only confirms the advanced stage of development, but also shows how much care and attention the Mob Entertainment team is putting into this final phase. And this makes the anticipation for Chapter 5 even greater. Now let's see the new official video. Now let's move on to analyze the new video published by Mob Entertainment. This video is important because it presented some new official products related to Poppy Playtime. In particular, Mob Entertainment, in collaboration with Squishmallows, showcased the official Poppy Playtime plushies. For those who don't know, Squishmallows are soft gadgets, similar to pillows, inspired by different characters from the game. Basically, they are plush toys that replicate the appearance of the characters and can become real collectible items. In the video, we can clearly see the Squishmallows of Poppy, Mommy Longlegs, Hoppy Hopscotch, and Dog Day. They are very detailed, recognizable, and made especially for the fans of the game. Actually, these images had already been leaked a few days ago, so they weren't a total surprise. Someone had already discovered in advance how the plushies would look. However, until now, there hadn't been an official announcement. So the difference is that now we finally have confirmation from Mob Entertainment through this short dedicated video, which served to officially present the merchandise. But pay attention, because this is just the beginning. As soon as Chapter 5 is released, it is very likely that the merchandise for the new chapter will also be revealed, with all the new mascots coming along with the game. So if you're collectors or simply fans of the characters, get ready, because there will be lots of new things and definitely interesting material to discover and collect. And now, before we wrap up, let's talk a bit about what's coming. Tomorrow, February begins, and with the start of February, the month of Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 officially kicks off. It's going to be a really important month for all of us fans, because it's the month when Chapter 5 will finally be released. In fact, we already know that the official release date is February 18, so we have a reference point, but it's also important to stay alert every day. The Mob Entertainment team could release updates at any moment, whether it's about the ARG, gameplay trailer, or even additional merchandising announcements. This means that any day in February could bring something really exciting, so we can't afford to miss a single update. I want to thank you so much for watching this video all the way through. We've looked together at the new message from Ben Rooker, the message from Jeffrey Kong, and we've also checked out the official merchandising video. I hope this information gave you a clear idea of what's happening behind the scenes and how Chapter 5 is really taking shape. So stay tuned, because in the coming days we'll continue analyzing any updates that the Mob Entertainment team releases, and there will be so many more interesting videos to watch and discuss together. Thanks for watching, bye bye, and see you soon.